was. That was the 1 minute mark for the before time. Hello, chat. Please hold. That is indeed really weird. Pretty sure I hit that button before, but okay. Now we're
All right.
going. We are sharing the screen.
All right.
Sorry about that. Chat threw me off a little. Hello, welcome to another spooky night. This spooky voice is Omega. The other spooky voice is Lucky.
Unfortunately, I can't actually think of a spooky voice right now that just doesn't sound like yours, which might confuse people. So,
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just go with the Monster Mash voice, but less jokey.
with the mosh.
Here. It's that or go for kind of a Vincent Price kind of a thing. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What is a scary voice?
Oh boy, Lucky's gonna go down a rabbit hole.
Well, it's weird, but every once in a while I get people who like to compliment me on my voice. And it's just one of those things I just wonder about. It's like, what is sound? What is audio? I don't know, just one of the weird tangents I have every once in a while. Don't mind me, I'm just a spectator here having weird fucking thoughts.
Alright. Okay. So I just wait for a sec, grab my room, make everything's all tuned up for me. But alright. Now, chat, you may notice we are in a slightly different locale than when we left off. Off screen, really quick, I jotted back to the library to grab any more of the things we need from that guy. And also got the shield rod. If you were curious, the shield rod was in one of the fuck you rooms in the Coliseum, which is why I hadn't gotten it yet. But that's a lot easier with the gas form. Yeah, where there's just, like, corners full of, like, skeleton horses and musket men.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so went back there. It's a lot easier now that we have the gas form, because I can indefinitely stay as mist and do damage, so there's not really anybody here to show it off, but it's good. So we're gonna teleport back. Also, I currently have the system changeable cloak.
Yay.
So, you know, it's good for stats, and also, if, you know, chat, you have any particular ideas about, you know, what color we want to be. There's many things we can do.
Oh, it's just a full-on...
Yeah, no, you got a full
slider.
RBG picker for both interior and exterior.
Nice.
So we can go for the normal black and a little red. Also, I haven't played with it at all, but you can adjust the window color, like many PlayStation 1 games.
Ah, yeah.
Okay. Make sure the mic is comfortably seated in front of my face. I have the ghost, the skull out, because he's the lowest level familiar. Okay, so we're here. My map is pulled up if I need it. Yeah, this is the right one. Because we should be able to do this tonight.
Yay.
We have relics. We have 2 of 5 treasures related to Drac. So, we're working. Yeah, we're up here, so we go down. Down, which is up. Fuck you, bats.
Look at all those bats. That's a lot of bats.
Yeah, there's a lot of bats in here. Alright, yeah, it's the secret way. This is the room where we fought Death. He was very scary.
He was.
These guys used to be actually, no, that's not true. I think it took me like 5 minutes to beat the first boss of this game. Those guys were not that scary. But, yep. Got my punted back. There we go, got him. But they were arguably scarier when I only had like 100 HP.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so going this way. You can throw that rock.
He's gonna try and throw that rock. Did you just break that rock before it actually hit? Oh.
Either I did that to him, or he died. And it went with him, yeah. Can I mist underwater? No. Okay. Yeah, so technically the map does extend up there, but I have absolutely no idea how the hell you're supposed to get up there, because you cannot bat or mist in water. Ghosty Ghoul, do you want to get out here and do some shit?
Hey, nah, I'm good, fam.
Oh, I did a big crit to that guy. Doing some pixel-perfect dodging on those spikes. Ow, that hurt. Stop that.
That really did hurt. Jesus, you just went flying.
Yeah, and they took 72. That's a even at 500 and be like almost 600 max health. That's still 70 is still a pretty big number. That's a reasonable percentage. 2 is not a big number.
But I like how even though you just only take 2 damage, you are still just sent flying.
Oh yeah, no, you are still obliterated. Alright, so there's mushroom. Yeah, we do want to go up.
Alucard's a theater kid. Just oversells it every time.
I do actually think I want to go across really quick, because that should be a save room. I can save and juice up my health.
Juice!
And get back to the beeswax. So let's... Just minding my own bat business.
This reverse castle really, I feel, only works because you can turn into a fucking bat.
Yeah, and that's probably
Or gas.
that's probably why the
Jesus.
the bat form, because the mist form is not originally unlimited. That's why it's required to even do like the Richter Belmont boss fight. Because otherwise, if you got all the stuff for the secret ending, but you could, not be a bat. I think that means I can't actually jump up in here.
Oh, you can just jump, like keep jump. Can you keep just jumping in there?
It has water physics, so you can hold it down for real big jumps, but you got to be able to actually like step off of something. You can still double jump underwater, vertical, which is funny. A couple of things. I think it's just some side items and recovery items in this little section. Which is, again, a little funny, because I'm pretty sure this is where we got our holy snorkel before. Which allows us to touch water at all, but just gives you some extra pickups.
Touch hydration.
But it's still good to get map coverage, because... Oh, no, there is power here. Force Echo. Oh, what does that do?
So many things.
Attack with radar waves. Yes, no. That said, you can note that we're pretty deep on completion here, because we've got one last, probably card, because we got one more slot for a familiar.
Yeah.
And then one more thing maybe over here, and then these 3 are, I think, the remaining treasures of Vlad, because there's 5 of those, so we're pretty far in there. But,
Okay.
yeah. So now when even though they're called radar waves, by the way, now when I do that, it's an attack.
It's like a breath attack.
Which is interesting, because I can already shoot fireballs as a bat. That's a separate power.
Which one's stronger? Fireball? Well, I guess fireballs is...
Well, so the Echo hits twice, and does 21. Let's find another cave troll. so 45. So technically, the fireball's still better. Ow.
Oh, Jesus.
But I suspect the fireball can only hit one guy at a time.
I don't know if you're. I don't know if you're gonna be engaging with multiple personages as a bat in close range. Gonna be real.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to be in the cards, Chief.
Well, it probably depends on the area. There are some flying areas with, like, those flea riders on geese, right? Where there was a lot of those guys, and I was flying in those zones. So I could see it, but yeah, it's probably not as common as you think. Get out of here. Go home, Rose Lady.
Go to my home. I don't think I've ever mentioned it. Just seeing this upside down castle is just slightly unnerving.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. By the way, this is Doppelganger 40.
40? There are 39 more of them?
Ow!
Oh, Jesus, what was that?
He just did like a bum rush as a bat. Ow, he's fucking double jumping. Stop that. Ah, it's fucking bullshit. He can poison me and he can knock away my fucking shield. Sorry, I've lost track of which one I am. He's throwing the stones. Turn to stone. What's all the fucking status effects, bro? Was I like supposed to have equipped the the ribbon before this? Ah, he's gonna poison me. Okay, hold on. Where the fuck is? Stop doing that. Oh my god. Okay. Also, Ghost, you suck. You were not attacking the man who's attacking me. Oh, his sword's poison type. Okay, well, that means we're probably gonna cheese this. Ow, what the fuck? Did you fake me out?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking die again. Just like the last time I died on Doppelganger. You know, it's funny. I had an opportunity when I went back to, you know, get my stuff back in the regular castle to, like, pick up a time stop again, and I was like, nah, that won't matter. Though, it does kind of seem like, I think his sword hit heals me. The main thing is just when he does the fucking bat mode. Yeah, the stone's only causing 1 damage. Colliding with him's non-elemental.
I can't keep track of anything here, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no, this is fucking confusing as shit. Hold on, can I change my cloak mid-game? There. I'm the red, yeah, it does work, okay.
Oh, hey, that works.
I'm this one. Stab me with the sword. Stab me again. No, stop throwing the rocks. Yeah, sword's getting in it. Fuck. That's the one that really sucks. Alright, got it. Okay.
You turn into... Max life up.
Can I do... Oh, Dark Metamorphosis is full rollover. That's why I can actually do that one.
Dark Metamorphosis.
That's good to remember, because that means when I attack enemies with blood, if Dark Metamorphosis is on, I will heal a little bit. Not that it matters right now. Somebody in chat was asking about Soul Steal. No, I'm awful at the fighting game style inputs to do spells. I think Dark Metamorphosis and Summon Familiar are the only ones I've ever been... Whoop!
Whoa!
I'm gonna ignore that one for a second. I'll deal with that later. Because they're, like, either straight lines or circles are the only ones I think I've ever been any good at. That's right, sword, slay those octopodes. There's no octopi over there, buddy. What are you doing? Just looking at him crossways as a bat. Is he only hitting 2 at a time? No, he gets more. Okay. Remember we discussed the efficacy of the power of Echo? I wasn't thinking about that in terms of like a bajillion octopi either. I think I got a space. I can probably do this without... Oh, I didn't even die when I stabbed him. Oh, you guys are tough.
Just spitting out clouds of ink.
No, Axe, I believe you are wrong. You cannot instant cast spells. You have to do the button inputs. That's why buying the spell scrolls has always been bad. They're literally unneeded. Now, it may have been different in some other ports, but yeah, this is still the original PlayStation version. No, I'm fairly certain it's manual inputs every time. That's why I just went to the spell menu to try it. That's just to remind you what they do and how much they cost. Unless it happened to be... Nope, try and score. Just double checking with, like, Square and X. Neither of those do anything. Dude, what do you fucking respawn back there? Alright, fine. Fuck you, Octopites. I gotta do shit. Actually, I can show off this. This is why we fought that one guy.
Oh, well, that seems effective.
Yeah.
And your mana's not going down too fast.
No, it's not the worst. Like, you can't do it forever, but it's good for if there's one really annoying room. Anyway, I found that
Blade. You gotta say it that way.
Sword forged by the elves. It's slightly better than my Alucard sword, but not as much defense. And all these asses are gonna be back, so we're just gonna ghost mode again. Oh yes, I see now. Sorry, yeah. No, the spells are cool, but they come from, I think, an older style school of game design, which was just, once again, just get good. You could do a quarter circle on a D-pad, by the way, because this game was out on the PlayStation. It did not come with analog sticks. You can do a half circle, right? And that's about it. I can do a half circle. That's where it stops. I've got one library card left, so before we do the final boss, I might go back to the library and buy the other spell scrolls, because I don't think I have anything else to spend my money on. Just to show you guys the input list. Like, the spells are really good, but doing the really good ones are complex. I'm glad I accidentally did Dark Metamorphosis at some point, though, so I can remember what that input is, because, like I said, that's alright. Anyway, whee! Do I want to... Nah, it's just a side-by-side. Side-by-side shaft. I do want to... Yep, there we go. We want to go this way real quick. It's a little overkill, but sure, we'll carry the cross. Gotta make sure to trounce those Nover skeletons. Sure, just find a heart max up in a jar.
Random.
Do I still have my topaz circle equipped? Yes. It's just free life.
Sweet poison.
I will probably switch that after we get out of this room.
What? Read.
It's okay, I just got it all back. Okay, and this room's gonna have some stuff in it. Some meal tickets. Let's see, so it's gonna be 6 meal tickets. Yep. Which is good, just in case. The meal tickets are usable items like the library card, but they turn into food.
Dracula castles, or the reverse castle having some fucking, weird delivery situation here.
There's some peanuts just hiding in the spot where the thing goes. By the way, those respawn forever if you want unlimited nuts.
Unlimited nuts.
In the room where you fought the succubus. Does this have any meaning? Don't know. Nope, go back this way. Those do not respawn. Those are forever. You want to get a little closer there, sword?
So it's like, nah, I'm fine up back here, buddy.
Okay, I'll do it.
Damn.
Nope. Sorry, just once again, love cool-looking sunglasses.
Wish you were this cool.
Is this? Yeah, that is an exit. Okay.
Trying to make it to the heart.
Scooch back a little bit, because I think there's some. And yes, this was how this was designed in that. Oh shit! I just took that back. All right. I guess we're gonna leave these guys. Can I up? No, no. Any up slashes. My set weapon. Okay. No, at least I think that counted as going all the way to the top of the room.
Nice.
Oh, it's the lightning circle. Where the fuck is my token circle? There we go. I'll fix that. This goes away the moment I touch. Should be able to. Here we go. Ooh, get the fuck away from me. Be gone. Get him, sword. Well, he tried. I got him, okay. Yeah, I should check anyway. Not equip relics. Let's see what my friend Bat thinks. Die, balloon pod. Yes. I'm gonna go that way because Just a life max chilling right there. I think it was there in the original anyway, but I smashed that to get a diamond.
Diamond.
That dead end, so that's everything we need out of this corner. Because as we established last time, you may think having nearly 600 HP I'm fucking indestructible, but that's not true. Some of the bosses are dumb. So yeah, this will be... Oh, wait. What's that side one I missed there? Is that another save point? As I see the tiny little notch in my map. Yeah, okay. No, we don't need to save. We're fine. Just want to mark it off and make sure we're topped off. And now we're in this place, but upside down. Ow. Ow. Let's do that. Okay. Technically, we want to... Shit, this thing is so fast. Oh, shit. I realize he's like my fucking Gradius option. Ah. Bat, I really need you to, like, get good. Okay, I managed to block that time.
Does he throw it on the ground? Like, it is like fucking Jax. I just realized
Yeah.
that.
Okay, alright. Fuck. Very tight spaces. There you go, Bat. Now you're doing it. Now you're playing with fire. Ow. Okay, you hit that guy. Some fucking height. Because not that I can't take that guy, but he's standing in the middle of the fucking terrible spike pit every single time. Which will, if I step off this, even if I jump pretty soon after, will basically immediately hit me, so... Fuck. I should have picked up that fucking dagger earlier. There we go. Woo! Dodged it. Ooh, definitely got a little more range than last time.
I just like how he just like spends like 20 seconds just thrusting. Like, let's go.
Fuck. Boy, it's fucking around. Actually, you know what? Ow, that's my bad. That's right, I have a trick for these kinds of rooms. Alright, so now we're in the reverse clock tower, but obviously we don't have all the stuff we need to open it up.
Oh, even more stuff then. Okay.
Yeah. We need all 5 relics.
Oh.
But I can visit the room of Oops All Sub-Weapons.
Did it get reversed too?
Yeah, they put the stuff on the ceiling. Let's see.
Is that on the? I could have swore that the tanks were on the ground. Maybe not. I don't remember.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They put them on what was the ceiling of this room, because I am pretty sure they were aligned so that they were this way up. Let's see,
okay.
we got the rebound stone, so I don't think we need any of these right this second. But let's
Random
definitely take
life
that
up.
fucking... Yeah, this at least I appreciate that I'm pretty sure that was the parallel there, because it's a lot harder to get into the top here than it is, you know, in the reverse castle. But there's a life up and a heart up. So that restores us to that. So we're going to fly on up. inside chambers. Oh, that's closed. I think it means I need to... Is that the one I need a time stop? In that case. Yeah, so that's going to reverse Warlock's quarters. So let's not do that. Oh, well, hey, the sub-weapon thing's right here, so... Do that. Fly back. Refresh our potion collection. We do in the Marble Gallery, so. Now notice how I did the time stop and that guy just doesn't give a single fuck.
Yeah, he's just like, whatever.
He's not even slowed. But this is why I wanted to fight that really hard boss who is technically optional, because... Guess what? Anyway, there's, you know, fucking Katobopas. I think we keep accidentally getting the jackal bones there. Tonight. The fucking jack stayed up. Boy, you are a tough son of a gun. No. You will not D&D me.
I love that little bat heart every time.
Yep, we have fun. Fun fact, I think actually on my map this save room's not marked. It's just a dead-end room.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, and it's weird. They just didn't color that room in as a save. You gotta aim higher.
Jesus, you do. It's all up along the ground there.
Okay. And he's just hanging out up there. Just keep flying. I don't actually know if it was, like, their intent to have you kind of adopt this style where you're usually batting or misting your way through a lot of your problems. But I feel like the damage ramp on some enemies... Okay. Alright, that might be a different route, so I'll go back over here later and get this potion or whatever's up here. But I feel like with the way the damage ramp in the inverse castle works, like those guardians right in the clock rooms were doing, like... 70 or 90 damage or something to me. It's like, yeah, no, I don't know why you would stick around and fight some of these guys when you don't have to. And that might be intended, and it might not. They might have just been thinking like, well, we added up all the life ups you can get. Can I pick up items as a mist? No, okay, all right. Can we... Woo! Okay, fake out successful. Wasn't sure that was gonna work. I bet Stone Skull is fucking invincible, and it does hurt.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm just laughing at the detail on that skull.
Yeah, no, he's the pixel artist is having a fun time. All right, good work, Bat.
I'm sorry.
I guess we're just gonna sit here and vibe for a second. Sure,
yeah,
buddy.
The Green Scout is like.
Not sure what his plan there was, but okay.
Chillin', vibing.
Ow, fuck.
Listen, he's fucking Nova.
Yeah, that one got me. I was not expecting him to actually charge it up. Woo.
Fire my laser.
All right, let's just do this dodge. right. Yeah, so this is gonna reconnect us back to the route to the main room.
Doggo.
Wrong button.
Wait, do you have your sword on your side when you're a doggo?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, and you just saw it. My bark does indeed cause harm because I popped that candelabra with it.
Hello.
Those are solid. That's very fun. Yes. Knife doesn't do a lot of damage, but it does shoot in a straight line, which is going to be useful. I killed that guy. He got me back with his measly 1 damage.
Listen, he's just throwing fucking jacks at you. They're like
Yeah.
caltrops.
He's fucking vibing. If this were set in a more modern Castlevania, he'd be throwing Legos on the floor. That would actually make the knockback Alucard takes make sense. Oh! Except for the Lego.
A Lego, no! I know we kind of did a modern Castlevania with Lord of Shadows too, but I think a modern Castlevania would probably be pretty fun.
Well, there are a couple. So the GBA and DS titles are actually are the Soma Cruz games still technically set in the future? I think they might be in like the 2020s or 2030s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, I
But
don't know that many about them.
they're like I said, they're from the GBA and DS era, and they're arguably much more anime-esque. I don't even know if this is a spoiler or not, but like the backstory of Ario of Sorrow is the GBA one because it has an A in it. But the idea of those games is that a Belmont finally caps Dracula for reals in 1996. And then Soma Cruz is Dracula's reincarnation, born in Japan, naturally.
I used to be the Lord of Vampires, but now I'm a high school boy.
I think that is the plot of Aria, yes. Oh. Good job, Bat. Got him because that fucking stone skeleton took a bullet for him.
Actually, now that I think about it, I don't actually have my YouTube channel. I shall check in to see what you guys are all saying. Except for X.
Is there a weird Apple Arcade one? I wouldn't be shocked. Konami made some weird decisions. There is an iOS
Apple
port of this
Arcade.
game. I would not be surprised if, like, since they are getting back to game development, that, if a quote-unquote new Castlevania is not announced in the next couple of years, like, obviously it seems like Konami's game design engine is mostly focused on whatever, their team is left over doing updates to, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links and Master Duel. Because those are obviously going to be, big money makers. But
money.
their social media seems to be, like, real big into, the hype for Metal Gear. Like, because Volume 1 comes out soon, the Metal Gear Twitter has been tweeting out, like, character profiles and key arts for everybody, starting in Metal Gear Solid, going to, like, 2, and I, presume 3 and stuff later. And obviously, they announced Metal Gear Delta this year, so I'm guessing that's where Konami is, like, starting, but Castlevania's still got a lot going on, especially because they've had a few underperforming ports in the past couple of years. There is actually the Advanced Collection, which does have Aria and some other GBA-type games on it, I think, but I believe that's still got, like, some glitches and stuff that were never patched.
Oh.
So, it's not a perfect time to be a Castlevania fan. Like, the animation and stuff's really good, but there were a few oddballs. So, back in the lubatory. There's gonna be these fucking bitter flies.
Gonna
back.
get you.
I'm gonna get them. Alright, is that just all this is? Just a big transition room? Yeah.
Excuse me.
Alright. Oh, that was a drop, though. That guy dropped a Mystic Pendant. I think we already have one of those. Ow. I already detrained. Ow. Ha. Good work, Bat. Caught that guy sleeping. Okay. No, I did not get some of these. So that's gonna break, and... Oh, did I get
Dropped
I
enough.
did get these already, okay.
Oh, okay.
Thought I didn't, but alright, okay, so... We've reconnected this area. Alright, so back through the Marble Gallery here. We're heading back towards the reversed wall. Which I'm sure will be very fun, and nothing bad will ever happen there.
I am slightly Concernicus.
He's doing a fucking bat dodge. Okay, yeah. It's called the Gorgon.
Where did Iron Bull Gorgon come from?
I'm pretty sure that comes from D&D as a misrememberer. And like a lot of, Japanese fantasy games from the 80s and 90s, Castlevania is just like, what's that? It was printed in a D&D manual? We can use that. That's okay. Ooh, fucking fell. I forgot that was a hole.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Probably,
But then
because the iron-hulled Gorgon is a thing that's in several games.
Yeah.
And is probably not correct. I think, I have to double check. The word Gorgon might have some etymology related to brass? But not iron. So just, nobody pay attention as I stumble into every goddamn spike trap. Thanks for letting me bounce off your head, Mr. Jack of Bones. Your reward, Fart Cloud. Nah, you can only shoot straight forward, Nova Skeleton. You're not gonna catch me like that. Have we? No, we've not fully explored this chunk. This is just an item? Yep. Iron Ball. Yeah, I remember the fucking spikes. You think you're gonna catch me out like that? Alright, let's see what fresh hell awaits in the upside down Marble Gallery.
Yeah, that's right. The Iron Bull in Majora's Mask is just goat, but I always thought of it as a Gorgon. I don't know why.
Well, it does have a G name.
It does.
Game, I'm gonna be honest. There were weird lizards with woman tails in this room originally. Filling it with corpse weeds and jackbones is not as iconic. I get that we're upside down now, but still.
Ugh. Yeah. D&D's done a lot of weird shit to fantasy monsters.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess it's up to your interpretation if Tiamat's like an evil dragon goddess, but they really went ham on that in D&D. Same with like Bahamut.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious, like, chicken and egg wise, because I feel like. Oh, okay, dropped something. What was that? Oh, he dropped the Terminus Nest. Okay, already got one of those, but that's cute.
And they made the Tarrasque like I'm thinking about it, they took a lot of dragon legends and just kind of went ape with them.
Yeah, I'd have to double check when they first used Bahamut, but like, I feel like that. While it probably should have been like after FF, because again, the original Final Fantasy is. Alright, I just have to turn into mist for this. Alright.
Let me see, when did
But
Bahamut
because like I said, most of like the first. Oh, great! Everybody, hold on. My mic stand's being fucking droopy. Okay, that should be better. That should be. But yeah, like the first, I want to say 4 or 5-ish Final Fantasies were very much ripped from like what editions of D&D and stuff they had access to in Japan.
Okay, so on the quickest look, it says the first appearance of Bahamut in like D&D was in Greyhawk from 1975.
Okay, so yeah, that means good old Gary G did use it right away. Also, hey, we got the Shotel, the Abyssinian curved sword. It's not as cool as our other swords we got, but that's neat to see.
Yeah, apparently it is. Greyhawk is the first and most important supplement to the original D&D. So yeah, no.
Yeah, that was basically like Gary Gygax's like home campaign setting. So that's where we get a lot of tropes and stuff. Okay, so yeah, it is that old. I just don't know if he was as prominent because I feel like I don't remember people making a big deal about Bahamut until probably like the third ed days.
Well, yeah, no, I was about to say like that's where I remember Bahamut and Tiamat was during the 3.0 and 3.5 days.
I do
But
think though
also,
go ahead.
Also, to be fair, I will say I did not really get into D&D until the 3.0, 3.5 phase. So
Yes, that's fair. What I was going to say was that I do think the 3.x era was when, because that was when Wizards took over. I think that was when they tried to start unifying pantheons more. They still, in the 3.0 era, had, like, every little unique setting was supposed to have their own little bundle of gods. They were like, oh, here's, like, 6 deities for the halflings, and here's 6 elven gods. They've definitely tried to streamline that down a lot, you know, with 4th and 5th. But it is certainly, I think, a thing where, like, that's probably when they, you know, a lot of guys who weren't as prominent became more prominent because they were the ones that were left over. Like you said, Tiamat's always been a big deal as, like, the 5-headed dragon, which is another fucking cliche. Speaking of Konami games, that's a big deal. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Was the 5-headed dragon, or the 5-god dragon was his Japanese name originally.
yeah.
And we all know about the 5-headed dragon in World of Darkness, that raid boss.
Well, that could also be allusions to the Hydra and whatnot.
Yeah, it's true. Though also that is that's, you know, all those guys are references to bosses in an old school Final Fantasy as well.
True.
So, like, it's definitely a thing. And I'm not quite sure, like, where D&D picked up on the idea of, like, every guy is a guy. Also, hey, look at this guy.
He looks like he's doing something that shouldn't be shown on TV.
It's
Stop fondling your hammer.
Woo! Sorry, I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot Frank Boy has some sick flips.
Those are not flips. Those are spins. This man is gone full on Sonic.
Whoop! Oh, it's fucking faked me out.
Gas him, the creature.
It's true. I can't just fucking gas him out. I'm gonna gas him up, gamers. I got a lot of MP bars.
It's like, oh no.
The buffoon is flummoxed.
He is.
And my bat's getting some shots in there. Now we're gonna hope that I don't need MP later for this. Oh, no, never mind, I got him. Okay. Woo! I'm gonna be honest, not sure what else I was supposed to do. To the flag. Because, boy, he had some sick spins, some full
He
rotations.
really did, Jesus.
Speaking of appropriating mythology, like, how the fuck did we go to, like, the creature, very obviously supposed to be, you know, Frankenstein's monster kind type guy, to I have a giant hammer and I'm gonna do full sonic spins.
Well,
Right.
to be fair,
Tooth of Light just gives me
like
plus one strength.
thanks to OSP, I have a better understanding of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and you kind of realize he's not real. Like, if you're going with like the OG, he's not really much of a big, large dude. He's just a very handsome guy with glowing eyes, apparently.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. I think it's probably the Frankenstein film that probably did it.
Oh yeah, no. And I mean that's why there were certain for a while and that was referenced with like Baron Orlok's design in this game. You know, like the Boris Karloff Nosferatu, and I believe Karloff also did do a Frankenstein at some point. Let me make sure where we're going next because we're at the wall. Okay, we do want to
The wall.
drop my fucking mouse pad on the floor. Okay, we do want to go check out the library. See what fresh hell awaits us here. But yeah, no. Even in the like, okay, all right, I've completely forgotten.
Okay.
He's just called Lion. Okay,
Let's go, Lion.
and that guy was a shmoo.
What did he drop? The gauntlets?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a gauntlet. Woo! Shmoo is schmoovin'. And he has ramen!
Yeah, I'm about to say the shmoo dropped ramen. I was scared for a second when he did that to hand-to-face gesture. I was like, is he gonna like whip off his mask and like turn into a different guy? But yeah, no, that is something that I think a lot of, like, arguably Fate's Frankenstein's monster is like slightly more on point in that like Fran is like cute and personable and smart. She just as a berserker, she has a hard time talking through madness enhancement. Scarecrow, can you? Nope, I'm gonna get fucking.
They even
yeeted.
gave her heterochromia eyes. I remember that.
Yeah, you know, so she's got the weird eyes. You know, she's dressed like a bride. You know, the basic what if is just that Victor started with the female instead of the male kind of a thing. But yeah, like that's, you know, slightly on point with what's going on there. There are plenty of like sympathetic portrayals.
What is that? What kind of demonic vacuum cleaner is
It's
that?
a Tin Man! AKA Dracula's Roomba.
It's a Roomba.
I mean, given especially in like the TV series, the focus they make on like Dracula's weird tech, I just can imagine like Vlad and Lisa Tepesh talking about like Lisa's like, Vlad, how do you fucking clean this place? And he's like, and we just see that thing in the corner. Oh, that's not child safe. Got a library card and some gems in the reverse
Next
librarian's
flicks,
office.
please. Just give me Lisa and Vlad slice of life home shenanigans.
Oh my god. Yeah. Young Alucard series, that would be great.
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably not farm schmooze for like a drop. I don't think we need to do any of that.
Oh, excuse me.
Like, there's plenty of optional nonsense and weirdness in this game, but there's a limit on how many things we actually need to do. I did procure the shield rod because that with the Alucard shield that is very good in case we need it later, but
Stonks.
we're gonna try and, you know, not overstay our welcome. The intent is to finish tonight. How long did we go? About an hour. Yeah, we're pretty good. We've already, like, worked well into this half of the castle. Okay, all right. Even the bat doesn't want to fuck with this guy. Ooh, he's got a very high defense. There you go, bat. You got him. Got him good. But yeah, no, like I said, I don't know where the 5 elemental heads of the dragon came from, but that's always, I think, been a real prominent deal with D&D's Tiamat, and they've only like doubled down more because dragons, I think, are correctly identified as an important part of the Dungeons and Dragons lore. And while sadly, alignment is one of those things that 4th edition actually stepped away from, and that 5th ed went back to just doing the cliche again. So we'll see if that continues with their next edition. 4th ed actually had alignment only be a gradient of like 6 steps. It was lawful good, good, unaligned, evil, chaotic evil. So it was like, you know, the most evilest, with evil kind of replacing like both lawful and neutral evil. Unaligned was just like, you are not bound by our cosmic scale of good and evil, you know, and then simplified the goods as well. They also made it so that, you know, paladins and clerics just had to be like within 1 alignment step of their god, kind of a thing. The 5th went straight back to the classic 9 box, which is good for memes, but has some world-building limitations. But since there are good and evil dragons, you know, you need a god to represent good dragons. That's the big B, the Platinum Dragon. And then you get Tiamat to represent the evil chromatic dragons. I don't know if neutral dragons have a god. I don't know if D&D remembers. I think that's gem dragons. Crystal dragons are the neutral alignment ones.
Well, I haven't played a D&D in an age, so unfortunately I cannot comment on this. I just remember from my old days.
Yeah.
Back in high school.
Speaking of monster designs, I'm just like, what the fuck? Where did the idea for this lion enemy come from, I wonder? Like, just, hey, let's have a knight who's a lion. Is it like a Beauty and the Beast thing? Is it supposed to be a lion like the Cowardly Lion? Like, is the library suddenly about Wizard of Oz? There are scarecrows in here.
They have... Actually, you're right. There's Scarecrow, Lions, and the Tin Man.
Yeah, so is it supposed to be an explicit Wizard of Oz theme? Maybe.
Is there a buff named Dorothy over here? Or Tota?
Let's see. So hold on. I need to... Oh, wow. There really is nothing in that block. Okay. That is a shame. That's where we got the fairy book. I guess, like I said, they seem to have run out of reasonable upgrades. So...
Honestly, also, it could be that these names are localization.
It's true. Some of them are localization choices.
Can't tell for sure, but
I think I'm gonna guess the shmoo is probably that's as close as the localizers could get to whatever the original Japanese was. Pick up some more resistance potions. Turn into a bat because we need to fly up and around.
oh, driving me back.
Yeah, I haven't gone this way at all. Away! Okay, save point. Crazy hitboxes.
Crazy.
Better make sure to finish him off next time I pop his top. Once again, adding to our Roomba jokes earlier, not only does it have, you know, an axe, though I'm sure you could replace that with a broom if we want to do the joke, but it's just there's a fucking machine gun inside it. Why? Dracula, baby.
Clearly, these are just primitive Daleks.
Well, they do kind of look like they're made out of a rubbish bin. We're going to be here for a while. I arranged so I can multi-hit him? No.
We do not currently have a release date for the Rain AP. I am sorry to say we are still working on Jinsekai, and Aaron has their game coming up. And I do not believe Omega is done writing for Rain at this point, I should say.
No, we got a lot of our ground rules established, and I think we ironed out a lot of the character stuff. I think I'm just gonna have to ignore that guy. But I've been trying to like focus to other stuff to catch up on Jinsekai, and I have been going through a phase lately of, you know, trying not to blow out all my bones. I really hope I don't have to buy a new mattress so I can sleep without my fucking shoulders and stuff being sore, because that's expensive. But I've been on other writing projects. I have been like determined to fucking work on our cyberpunk setting for Genesis Singularity War, you know, which was our Sprawl piece, if you're curious about that.
Well, have you been bitten by the bug, or are you just trying to actually like force yourself?
Oh, I
through it?
have been bitten by the bug. The problem is my ability to write. So I'm like trying to be like, no, damn you, I want to work on this. So I kind of like don't want to let that inspiration like slide to the wayside, but it does in general seem like several people are also still psyched for Rain, so I have to remember that guy's still doing that.
That was a lot of machine gun, Jesus. You should not be able to shoot off screen. That's rude.
Luckily, he couldn't turn around.
It was all or nothing, and boy did he put us all into that for nothing.
So, keep going. Yeah, it's
No, don't worry. I am excited for the Rain AP as well. Aaron said that their campaign should take 2 to 3 sessions. I am going to automatically assume it will be 4. But after that, well, I don't know where we'll be.
Power increases with gameplay. All right. Well, I assume that increases with clock time. So we'll keep that in mind. Oh yeah, let me check out my walk armor.
I can't help but look at those chairs and think they're shrimp.
They are kind of weird.
Shrimp chair.
Oh, hey. Our walk armor's become better than our diamond plate. Yeah, they are kind of like... I can see what pattern they actually are, but when they're upside down like that, it's very weird. Okay, the stick does not have a hitbox. I can get a fucking hitbox though, that's for sure. Maybe not that one, Bat. The one who's chasing my ass.
I am excited for it, for Aaron's game. We probably would have gotten to it next week, because I'm pretty sure we only have 1 session left in our current Jinsekai
Quest.
Thank you.
Jinsekai, yeah. The current quest, yeah. Definitely is for 1 session. But though, as always, I feel like mostly Axe, but not just Axe. Sometimes Aaron is trying to do the math like, oh, well, we only have, 1 or 2 more things to deal with. And I'm just like, well, you don't know. You don't know what you got to deal with. Oh, shit. I can do that from down here. Okay, I was able to double hit him. Thank God. Okay. That would have been a very big pain in the ass. But yeah, there'll be no AP release this week because Dallas said that he was sick this Sunday. So that's the time we budget to do tabletop. That's when everybody is free and goes out of their way. Technically, we have our Saturdays free now because we're, collating what's up and stuff. But I don't know if that will actually be a better day for anybody.
Well, it's one of those things that we can keep it open.
Yeah, we can. Loth usually, when he has gaming, has that on that day, so that will be hard for games that we have Loth involved in, which would include Rain.
I believe he says he does Pathfinder every other week.
Yeah, it's like... Right, that's right. I was about to say bi-weekly, and wait, that's not it, but I'm like, yes, that is it. Bi-weekly is a terrible word, because it can mean twice a week or once every 2 weeks.
I think this is why Loth uses the term fortnight.
Yes. Also, he's Australian, but yes, no. It's because that one actually works out for that.
Like every fortnight. Oh, I gotta remember what kind
Used to be a
of
boss
for my not succubus.
Okay.
Yes, by the way, if people didn't understand that from the zero, I wanted to play a succubus, so I basically strong arm people into making me like have a succubus race. But then I had to take away, I had to make them make sense. So it was like, no, they're not actually succubus, they're actually fucking metal workers. Omega probably will appreciate a chance to rest his... Well, actually, no, that's a lie. Omega will not rest his brain goop. He will continue to write frantically and phonetically.
Yes, but it does mean that I won't have to, especially because I'm mostly done with this block of plot arcs in where we are right now anyway, but it will mean I get to transition from, you know, writing for games we're in the middle of and I need material for next week kind of a thing to, okay, I can, you know, do some more work on the Cyberpunk homebrew. I can, you know, get started on making sure to write, you know, the prologue, this first session of Rain, and get all that ironed out. Because I did a lot of backstory work I think people haven't been able to publicly see, like ironing out all the major houses and territories, working on proper nouns. The part where I left off, I think, is trying to codify the different, you know, religions and the allied beast tribes kind of a thing, which needs probably a decent amount of a flesh-out pass. Do I need to go this way? No, this way doesn't really do anything. Yes, we go, like, up and around this way. And then, obviously, just once that is there for plot hooks and getting bullied by schmooze, it's finished writing, like, session 1. Which, like I said, I'm pretty sure I've got the vibe of what I want to accomplish and what the prologue session when you guys are younger will look like. You know, our dramatic prologue, very much aping, you know, the first book of A Song of Ice and Fire, or, you know, the prologue for the flashback prologue for Final Fantasy 16. As always, I, Omega, never deny what I am basing a work on. You know what I'm about when I do the thing. This is kind of the thing where, like, because Axe has been talking sometimes on, like, in our chat about stuff about, like, scheduling games and things, because for some reason he feels deep existential pain whenever Dallas is too sick to make it to a game. That's probably, though, because, like, I think I used to joke that, like, oh, Axe, you know, it doesn't understand real life burdens. That's not true. I also know that Axe is also, like, a, not workaholic, but, like, he gets real anxious about his actual job as well. I think Axe's problem is that he's the kind of person who would, if he was going to miss a game because he, like, broke his own leg or something, he wouldn't miss the game. He would try and roll dice with, like, broken hands, and I would just be like, no, Axe, don't do that. It's crazy. Relax a little. It's okay. There's many more weeks in our life.
Yes, by the way, the game system is Genesis, but the setting is called Genesis. Jinsekai, excuse me. And yeah.
Jinsekai is the campaign name. It is with the Genesis system, but that's the setting I pitched it as is Jinsekai, because it is supposed to be a send up of anime isekai. Yes. Actually, that's a good question. Is the elevator still broken in the reverse? Probably, because that sounds like a thing they're gonna want me to fix. But let me look at it. Oh yeah, no, it must be, because that's the bottommost door. Okay. Let me in. They won't. I guess we're up to 40 sessions with that. But yeah, I was talking about, like, the pitching where, like, Axe will often try and pitch games based on, like, pop culture properties. The problem is that he assumes that we understand those pop culture properties.
I'm not that media savvy, believe it or not.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you've played Dishonored?
Yeah, I've played it.
Yeah, like, because that's, the reason why I bring that up is because, that's, Axe also pitched Blades in the Dark, which is a game I've heard several people pitch and rave about, like, its mechanics and stuff, but it's something I'm like, I've never understood the setting of you know. Well, you know, that's why we need a backlog. This is why, you know, you actually brought up, like, trying to figure out a game to run yourself, Axe, which I appreciate that you are trying to do the, like, nut up part, because, like, the reason why I can't always run a new game is because I don't have anything in my back pocket. And we could have gone forward with Aaron's game anyway, but Dallas is in that too.
There's a reason why I said I didn't want Dallas in the brain game.
Yes, that's one of it. Also,
yes.
I mean this with no offense to Dallas. I've played in several games and run for several games with Dallas, and he, depending on the setting, I think he can be very hit or miss. But I think in general, the players of wanting to run a Noble Houses game, you guys did not necessarily want to contend with Dallas's chaotic energy. Yes. in a high stakes political game. When we're doing like investigatory games or like dungeon crawlers and stuff like that, classic high fantasy like Gensakai, Dallas incorrectly doing guesses or being like, fuck it, I've got 20 HP, I can bum rush into this trap, you know. I still cannot exit this weird thing. That works, but I that's the vibe I got when I was discussing the rain game. Oh no, the elevator line is running. Do I have to just send it up?
Yeah, no. Dallas is a fun player, and I enjoy having him in Gensakai most of the time.
Yeah.
But like I said, like I'm definitely want to go for the more political, and like no offense to Dallas, his life is his life, but I do believe he is the one that misses the most games due to life, holidays, sickness, health, work.
Yes.
So
he's a busy guy because he's in one of those kinds of like educational and career tracks. So like he said before, he's like still doing schoolwork off and on, and like is effectively like between like.
I think he has like 2 jobs now.
Yeah, he basically has 2 jobs. They're not like both full time, but you know he's working like, you know, internships and study programs and stuff, which count as work. So like he's busy. This is why Dallas has basically disappeared from Fail Portrayals, because he doesn't have Tuesdays free. So like yeah, it's a matter of scheduling and stuff. But yeah, I brought up the Dishonored thing because it was like that's the only reference everybody has for Blades in the Dark, and I'm just like. Yeah, I think I played the Dishonored 2 demo once, so like, you say that to me, and I don't understand necessarily what you're going for, and then I feel like most people don't have another pop culture reference for Blades in the Dark, and so usually the discussion dead ends there. Actually, I want to go to this area next. Outer wall, one my way, outer wall. Yes, we want to go to the clock tower. We're still down 2 treasures. Hopefully we get another one of those in here. Actually, yeah, the other one's probably in, like, reverse Orlok quarters or something. We'll do upside down clock tower first.
Upside down. No, I'm definitely thinking, like, trying more games and stuff. Like, I tried to run the Grand Voyager campaign, and I realized that I had designed it all wrong. And unfortunately, Lucky is one of those people who's like, it's not working, destroy it.
Yeah, Lucky, you are for better or worse, and I say with, like, both sides, you're definitely the slightly more perfectionist, you know, baby with the bathwater type leaning, where it's like... Yeah. Oh, this did not work. This like, whether it was like, I think for Voyager it was just like scope creep, you know?
Yep.
And you're just like, no, fuck it, throwing it. And since you have as our group's main GM, I understand the dedication needed. So if you no longer feel the game design, that's how it goes. We've had several campaigns kind of dead end and drop as I just dodged this fucking skeleton horseman. Through just the fact of, like, even though we did not necessarily, like, run the story to the end... Oh, is that my dragon helm? Yes. I think that's one of my best hats. Frightens enemies, lowers their defense. But, like, several
you need
campaigns...
to shut up or nut up.
Have just, you know, dropped down. Also, I'm going to say that's... Axe watches a lot of theory crafting videos about everything, but especially about tabletop games without getting practical experience. I'm sure some people talk about reusing ideas, but that's not going to... Here's the secret, chat. no two people's creative flow is exactly alike. The creative process is going to be different for different people. So, like, I'm sure that there are probably some things, some ideas of, like, how things went that Lucky may reuse in later. But the campaign as kind of like... When did I turn into a bat? That was weird. I don't remember hitting that shoulder button. Like, that time I did it to extend my jump. But, like, it's not going to be the same process for everybody. Oh, I thought there was actually, like, a little gear or something that must be in the next room. Get me the fuck out of here.
I'm gonna be real. I don't know what you mean by retrofitting other than rebuilding. Like, take others' people work and make it my own? No, I don't.
Yeah, I think
that.
retrofit's not the correct word Axe is looking for there. Shit, it's gonna be bad. There's the fucking weird sword knight guys and Medusa heads. All right, you know we're going gas. It's like going ghost, but stinkier. But yeah, no, like there's definitely a thing to reuse old ideas and to you know, get in there. I guess we're just going to the bottom. We're going to the bottom of the clock tower now, Chad. We're gonna hit every asshole on the way because they all spawn directly where I'm falling, and we're gonna get out of there. But I'm sure that, like, ideas about that Lucky liked will come back at some point if it ever comes up. But, like, there's still a limit to, like, well, this campaign doesn't work in... That's a new trap. You know, the idea... The execution ended up different than the idea I had, so we can't really do that anymore, and so we're going to go on to somewhere else.
Yeah, no, the reason why I had to can it is because I realized that the direction that I was going was not in the direction that the players said they wanted the game to go, and I was like... And I could not divest myself of the original intent that I was going to bring it back on track. Like, I didn't destroy it because I just gave up on it. I realized that the way that my style was not compatible with the game we wanted to play.
Yeah, basically you realized that the execution of the scenario would be different than, like, the pitch you gave us as players and what we designed our characters for.
Yes, so I was just like, wait a minute. That's why I destroyed it. If I felt that I could have turned my focus around to do what I want, but I can't because then I will say it. One of my bad things, I'm horribly. He just has a bomb.
Yeah, no, these are all bomb knights. They're just throwing bombs. This place is pure chaos. Like most areas in the Upside Down Castle, this place is just fucking nuts. Yeah, he's pointing that way, but is there a... Yeah. If I can kick here. What's this one? The Moon Rod! What's that do?
I know I don't necessarily go out of my way to explain my thinking process, but no, I don't just do things on a whim. Okay, that's a lie. Sometimes I do, but usually not when it involves other people.
Well, and you know, it's when you are just doing it on a whim, it's telegraph. You're just like, nah, fuck it. Whereas this is just like, there were, and Axe may not recall them, but there were a couple of conversations about just like, yeah, I'm trying, you know, you were trying to work the campaign and figure out the direction and you know, keep true to your original vision. And after several statements of like, because we were asking about, you know, the developing, you were just like, yeah, no, I don't think I got it. I just gotta, it's, you know, my ideas are getting away from me and from the players. And it happens. Like, I've got, you know, the campaigns and back ends and stuff that, like, I've, you know, not fully gone through. You gonna chill, buddy? You just gonna hang out here? There it is. Okay. Okay.
You did not horribly mess it up, Axe.
This animation is fucking weird. The Darkwing Bat.
Wow.
He is the terror that flaps in the night.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, get a load of this
see.
shit.
Yeah, he has fucking 3D wings, but a fucking 2D body.
Yeah, it's very weird. Anyway, is he dead? Is he dead for realsies? I probably could have just killed that guy from the other side. Okay, Ring of Vlad.
Ring of Vlad.
That was one of our important books. Grunky. Touchpad. Oh, no, actually, I think we did most of the clock tower. Just that big open goop area we didn't do. And I don't want to do that big open goop area because the clock tower is very annoying, both upside down and right side up.
Why you like this?
All right, let's save. Okay, one more treasure to get.
Woo! No, like in that game, I do believe no, everyone was fine. But like I said, like I just realized that I was gonna try and make you guys do things that were not in the original intention, and I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that to you guys. So no, it wasn't anyone's fault but my own.
Yeah, like I was saying, there are campaign pitches and versions and plenty of like small shot scenarios that like I've tried to write, especially while the inspiration is hot, and then it's just gotten to the like the finishing touches or getting involved with the people, and it's just like, yeah, this doesn't work anymore. Like Lucky's played in a lot of my, a decent amount of my games and stuff like that, but we've had quite a few that have just kind of like naturally petered out. We've had several Star Wars games that ended that way.
Yeah.
Technically, while it wasn't the full extent of everything I wanted to do, yes, that is the one I wanted to grab, because we're going back to the clock tower in the Marble Gallery, because we're going to reverse Orlok's quarters in the Coliseum. While it did hit a natural end point, technically where we ended our first Wild Talents game, Metahuman Renaissance, was not necessarily where I intended to end that. Although I admit my intentions were honestly probably overambitious, because it was to go from street level to cosmic level, because that's what an actual play series I watched had done, basically, was they did the same thing. And I was like, that's neat. But that would have been a lot of fucking build points of Wild Talents. Y'all were complaining about the mood. Complaining about not having enough points at like. How many did you give us, Lucky, in Voyager?
It was a low end. Yeah, it was a low end.
Yeah, technically slightly below the average starting level, but still within that early tier. When we finished Street tier, everybody was like around 500-ish points. And actually, I recall I wanted to hard reset everybody to 500 points exactly, but Ron didn't want to necessarily do it that way, because he felt that like everybody had really like earned out all their different EXP totals. But I also
frozen.
Yeah, no, he was great at min-maxing. That said, I feel like, especially with the way Wild Talents is, there were probably some junk skills or like could have rebalanced some miracles there. But yeah, we ended street level as I intended. You also didn't need to go doggo. Let's switch back and get out of here before these Medusa heads get me. But it did, I had hanging plot threads and ideas to go, even bigger and more so, that we never got to, but it's okay. Maybe I'll run one of my Metahuman Renaissance sequel campaigns someday.
I think you were talking about that.
Yeah, I have ideas.
So we can have another Professor M. Of all the villains, I just remember Professor M the most.
Well, I ended up putting a lot of work into her. She became very iconic to this setting. Okay, back in my gallery. Sorry, buddy. Get fucked. And once I don't need both hands to hold down my shoulder buttons, I need to stop and take a fucking sip of water. Down the hole. Getting thirsty.
No, but Lucky is percolating another campaign that he wants to run. I haven't given up on writing Red Mist, my zombie apocalypse survival game, but it's one of those reasons I realize if I actually want to write these down, I have to have a better idea of what I actually want to accomplish in-game.
Yeah, definitely a lot of my home brewing is based on, like, hand experience with the games. Also, Axe, you are assuming my... I've tried to write notes for purposes of, like, hypothetically other people reading them, but that's not how I keep notes. I don't write most scenarios. I mean, I've written some unpublished scenarios. I would never do you in, Axe, by handing you a piece that I have written but never run. Because that would be a terrible thing to do to you with me in the game. To have the guy who wrote the scenario and then have somebody try and GM it. That's not going to work. That reminds me of several people have talked to Jim Butcher about the various versions of the Dresdener Files RPG. And even though he is a gamer, and the RPG is good, they really wanted to go for the accelerated version. Boy, you're a freaky model now. Did I just take 65? Excuse me, I'm gonna leave this room for a sec. Hey, it's Big C. And a ghost dancer. Oh, no, it's Malaki, that's right. You have a different name. Cthulhu's the other guy.
They've had to been switched. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was stated to be an error. You have Maddox Ghost Dancer. But, like, even though he is a gamer and the RPG is good, Jim Butcher has said he would never play the Dresden Files RPG because he would find playing it too much like work. Though one podcast did have a great suggestion, which is that they should like hook him up to like a webcam and a mic and just have him be Bob the Skull for a session in like a LARP capacity, so that he just answers lore questions. All right, buddy, come on, fuck off and die. As a gall. It's like the hunting girl, but way less cute. Because he's a big, scary, red demon sword man. Are you fucking yelling at me? Did you just say cleave? Alright, we got him. Oh, that's right. That's not even the exit. Let's see. Do we want to do
No, I think right now the idea that I want to do is I basically want to do a romantic space drama. I think is the best word I want to call it. What was the term? Space naval space. There's got to be a term for that.
Probably. I'm trying to remember what genre does. Oh no, these are the same enemies in this hole. Weird. Okay.
What is that? Oh, I didn't see that orb last time.
Yeah, no, he's got a big orb. Did it a lot closer to the door last time, so it just fucking left. All right.
Like I don't like using necessarily like the term space opera because I know it's not necessarily its fault, but I just think of Star Wars and I'm not trying to do the exact same theme as Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars is a space opera. It is very operatic. It was influenced by like old Flash Gordon serials and shit, But it's also is a science fantasy, It's as magic as it is tech. I don't know what genre. I've never read these books. I've always wanted to, but never gotten around to it. But the thing you've talked about reminds me of the Honor Harrington novels, which are all about, the captain of a space naval ship doing politics and space navy stuff. And I don't know if those like subgenre themselves at all. Oh, did I actually need to teleport?
No, so basically it would be like Age of Exploration ship combat, so you wouldn't just be a line of ships just firing lasers. No, ships would have to pull a broadside and open fire. You would have giant sails that maybe catch fucking solar currents and stuff, stuff like that. It'd be ships. You would have a ship and crew, but it wouldn't be hundreds of thousands of people or thousands of people. You would have a few dozen. So you can like learn everyone's names and stuff. Because that's the thing I think I had a problem with Star Wars ships, like especially when they were doing the Genesis. Either you would have a crew of 1 to 5, or you'd have a crew of 1,000 of more. There was no in between.
Yeah, I think the best you could get was like it takes maybe a couple dozen people to run like a Corellian Corvette, a blockade runner ship that is used first along with the Star Destroyer in Episode 4, so one of the iconic original Star Wars type ships.
Also the ship I loved in the original one. What was it? The fucking it was like the reason why I picked that ship. It was what was the ship I was? Son of a bitch, I can't remember.
The Gazanti transport?
Gazanti, thank you, yes.
Yeah, those are also like armed transports / escort corvettes that are like, again, a couple dozen people. There was some room in the Silhouette 5 category, right, for like, you could hypothetically, you could operate this with a crew of like 6 people, but you could fit, a few dozen people on board. Unfortunately, again, despite the fantasy trappings, Star Wars has a genuine problem with what TV tropes calls sci-fi writers have no sense of scale, and what I in general like to call space battles number inflation. So a Star Destroyer is, like... I think it's like a kilometer long and, you know, has a crew of, as Lucky said, literal thousands of people. Also, hey, this guy was a boss. Now he's just an asshole. Doing a slide kick. He's dead.
Slide kicking. Oh, he just burned in the fires of hell.
And like that, like you said, there's no reasonable way for you to play the command crew of a Star Destroyer and like know who everybody is. That was an interesting bone guy, but I thought there was a platform there. There was not, so I fell. I think he's guarding a save point. White Dragon.
That is not white.
Yeah, it's definitely a grayish bone. It should be, yeah. Now, I think there's like, and there have actually been Star Wars stories, right? But
Yeah.
where there's like almost like workplace comedy or drama where like you could be the small-time crew in like a department of a Star Destroyer or like part of the Stormy Garrison or the there's lots of stories about TIE fighter pilots. So like there's room for that, but yeah, no, if the command crew is shown, usually you see that's a different stone skull. But usually you meet like your smarmy, weaselly, possibly slightly overweight with a terrible mustache commanding officer. You might meet like his second in command, especially so that because it's a thing that happened. Shit, he's trying to breathe fire at me. But that's a thing that happened in like Empire Strikes Back and stuff. All that for what? A Zircon? No, an Aquamarine. Ow. Please missed. Thank you. I'm taking a lot of damage, but it fucking sucks. Anyway, you might show an Imperial officer's like second in command, so that when Darth Vader chokes out their boss for sucking it up too much, you know, you have wrong transformation. Thank you. Shoulder buttons, both shoulders. You know, you have somebody to take charge. So yeah, I can totally see that, and that's the thing that I've like. I know you are not interested in doing, and I have personally struggled with senses of scale of like. Okay, like once you get to this point, like your ship is just a floating base now. It's like a floating city. It's not there so that you can, like, get to know everybody and talk to them. It's there so that you, like, have an excuse to have all the fucking supplies you need on the go.
Yeah.
Those guys are all bosses that we were just fucking gliding through. Bye.
Ah!
My MP is getting a little low, so I think we gotta... Oh, this is just a vertical. Okay. Can I... No. Damn, I really wish those guys were platforms. That would be a lot easier. There's so much fucking flying. But you know, I'm not averse to that kind of like smaller crew type thing. That seems neat. And it's a Buffalo Star.
No, so it'd be something not quite like you probably have a bigger ship than Firefly, and like I said, it'd be much more romanticized and.
Oh yeah, no, Firefly is definitely the you know, space western Star Wars, but not Star Wars. That's just the space western parts of Star Wars, you know. So like that's, which is again, that's a thing that the Star Wars RPG that Fantasy Flight Games, now Edge Studios, I constantly have to say that because they have actually started reprinting stuff, produced, like, that game is, because they started with Edge of the Empire, which was their, like, usually what people call scum, because there's that line in Star Wars about scum and villainy, so. Yes, by the way, if it's Star Wars, everything is a fucking reference. All of the names of all the splats for that RPG are quotes. Every single one. Stay on target, that's a quote. No disintegrations, that's a quote. Like, those are all quotes. Excuse me, Minotaur. Is there a fucking save point over here? Yes, there is. Thank you. Do I get my MP back? Yes, thank God. But like... You know, whatchamacallit, like, they built that game with you having a Millennium Falcon in mind. And so when the game is in that zone, when you have a Silhouette 4 ship with, you know, a crew of 4 to 6 player characters, the game and its vehicle rules, very choice. They tried their best, but I and many other people have always thought their single-seater fighter rules are a little off base. They're a little, like, you know, it's a little easy to fucking explode and die in space.
It really is.
which is, great for mooks, but not quite enough attention was given to let players have, some options there to not die. And as we just discussed, while there are unique rules, the larger ships often get a point of scale where it's like, you guys are fucking, like, 5 dudes. How do you order an attack roll? We've got literally 500 gunners. Can each of them make one skill check? I mean, no, because that would be a huge pain in the ass. But, like, mechanically, there's no reason why not,
Right.
There's no reason why if you have 100 turbo lasers on your port side and 500 gunners that you can't have, like, one gunner assist one guy and then each of them take, 100 shots. Okay. I'm going to stretch my bones a little. Because we're about to have a very funny boss fight. There's 3 skeletons here. What fresh hell do you have for me, Dracula's castle?
Are these?
Yes. It's fake Trevor, fake Cypher, and...
Who is that?
That's Grant. He wasn't in the TV series because he was a weird thief. I think his name was translated as Grant Dynasty in the NES years. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to Alucard's PTSD, the boss fight. Cypher's character design, yeah, it stayed mostly the same, but she had longer hair. I'm pretty sure they shortened it because of the plot point about the speakers disguising their women, so it's a lot easier, especially in olden times, to pretend to be a man if you've got shorter hair. This is a classic like NES type look for Trevor. Back if you've seen is it Simon who's the playable one in Smash Bros? I think it is. Like previous Belmonts usually look, a lot more like random mountain men. We didn't have our ideas for... Alright, now you're dead. Everybody's dead. Alright, cool. And was that for... Oh, I thought... Alright. Where the fuck are we? So we're back here. So power up, though. Oh, it's this asshole again. Actually, this reminds me, I didn't talk about it earlier. Axe, did you try to make a red-green colorblind joke about this guy? Because unless there is a interesting display error, I'm fairly certain I've taken colorblindness tests and don't have any serious amount. This guy's very red on screen. Unless this is where I learned that Axe has been red-green colorblind this entire time, and I somehow never knew. Did I fucking eat him off the screen? No, he's come back. There he is.
Just...
Buddy, I need you to obey the rules of space and time.
I think you need to just back up a bit and let him come back.
Yeah, I thought I backed up enough, but let's chill out back here. Oh, yeah, sorry. I was not talking about the sword. I was talking about the fucking ghost man that glows red. Like that.
Slap.
Are you dead yet?
Never! But yes, I have to get both the space splats for, well, not space splats, but get the space splat and probably the sci-fi splat. I don't think I have Twilight of the Imperium, but I'll take a peek at them. Because my goal is basically just have all actual ships that matter just be one or two, between one or two silhouettes, so we don't have those huge breadth of ships to have to worry about. Change combat to basically mostly be port or starboard with multiple attacks, and then just make sure that there's you can have enough crew to take care of them, and player characters will probably be people in charge of other like be the captain, might have the XO, you might have like a gunnery chief, you know, the quartermaster.
Yeah, you know,
have,
your,
have some,
your department heads.
yeah, everyone be department heads, and then you know, like for that, and then the goal is to go around driving through space, you know, flying through space, just checking out cool planets, finding treasure, finding ruins, fighting pirates, other nobles, the shadow government. You know, X actually made a really good example the other day when I was talking about of a treasure planet. I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
that is definitely the vibe I want to go for.
Like, maybe, because Treasure Planet obviously is very explicitly Treasure Island, but in space. Maybe a little less the golden age of piracy and a little more maybe like, well, I don't know if anybody else would get this reference, but Master and Commander, you know, that that genre of movie and book is called Wooden Ships and Iron Men. That's kind of like the Napoleonic naval warfare period.
Right now, I'm still considering using Genesis. Genesis I like because it is very flexible. I think it's like the modern day GURPS. I personally think so. I can't really say.
I mean,
that
there'll be
I
some
have...
GURPS heads who will fight you because I'm pretty sure GURPS is still in print. But yeah, no, it's a universal system that's designed to be flexible. It's not too rules light, but it's also not too rules heavy.
It's like it has enough systems with vehicle and stuff that I can usually get what I want. Because like I wouldn't be able to use the one roll engine for like this, because then I'd have to design like basically every single fucking vehicle from, well, not necessarily from scratch, but they'd be very weird.
Yeah.
Like same with like gear and whatnot.
Hey, I found the sword named Graham.
Hey Graham, how you doing? As like the dice are a bit, I will say the dice are a bit wonky for, you know, a system, but the people that I would probably run this game for are, I would hope so, comfortable with using that system to do things.
I mean, I own 2 sets of Genesis dice. Also, they're back in stock, by the way. They've finally, I know Lucky complained about this, that they weren't physically available. They're like finally printing them and putting them back in stores, and you can go to the, like, I think the Asmodee store and like order them now, even though it's been fucking years. Yeah, if people don't know, I mentioned, like, you know, formerly Fantasy Flight, now Edge. So FFG was among several companies bought up by Asmodee, which are a gaming like conglomerate that is, I think, technically based in France.
Curse the French.
But they bought Fantasy Flight Games. They helped establish like Atomic Mass Games, who does miniatures. And basically, immediately prior to COVID, Asmodee decided they were going to do a gigantic restructuring of their company and like put everything in distinct companies, basically. So Fantasy Flight Games, which used to do RPG lines like they did the original 40K RPG line, including what the Owl Cow Rogue Trader game is going to be based on. They did the Rogue Trainer RPG. They did card games like the reboot of the Legend of the Five Rings card game, which has been shuttered, and several other like big things, and also did board and miniatures games. So Asmodee was like, no more. You are just card and board games. Atomic Mass Games, you are now all miniatures games. They took Edge Studio, which had previously just like produced like French and Spanish translations of other RPGs for Europe. You are now all RPGs, etc., etc. Some of this has worked out very well. Their book publishing arm, Aconite, that's where all of the L5R books are published now, like Daidoji Shin and other novels that are asides. They have a very robust business in licensed media. They do a lot of officially licensed Marvel novels, for instance. So, like, some of it has worked, but unfortunately, like I said, they did this, like, immediately pre-COVID, so everybody had to, like, figure out what the fuck they were doing for years, especially as while tabletop hobbies got very popular, doing them in person got very hard. And then I think for Edge specifically, Edge had a lot of problems because a lot of their printers who did book printing were located in Eastern Europe, where for a while now there's been this war thing going off and on, which has been difficult to get through. Hold on, I gotta double check my map more closely, make sure we're not missing anything from this area. Yeah, I think there's a max HP up in... Yeah, there's supposed to be a max HP up in the dead center of this area that I'm not in, but let's do that. We got the Graham, I got the Buffalo Star, we got the Zircons. Oh, I didn't go all the way to the end to get the Aghanea, but that's not needed. Yes, there's also a lot of tie-in novels to FFG did the Arkham games, and there's also novel tie-ins to those that Asmodee does. So, like, it's all very robust. I'm actually, by the way, shocked that Edge has not come out with an alternative to Trail or Call of Cthulhu and officially done a Arkham supplement. Because they have horror rules in the Genesis core book. They have, like, ways to handle fear and, like, insanity checks. Oh, I did want to get the max HP. That's my bad. We gotta go back. Are we doing this for what?
Actually,
1 hour
Megan,
45?
can you go back to that room you were just in?
Just the little scene transition room? Sure.
Yeah.
I was just trying to do a mist and fucking fly back.
Does that say CD with a CD right there?
Yep. That's always said that. It's just easier to tell when it's upside down. I don't know why exactly they did that. I assume it's something to do with the CD, like, spinning up and loading areas. Don't know. But yeah, no. It's always said that in transitional zones. Like I said, I just think it probably was harder to tell when it was at the top of the screen.
Well, no, I was just imagining... I was just imagining if it was like, it wouldn't actually be that way, but if it was, it'd be like DC for Dracula's Castle.
Yeah, that would be funny, but no, I think it is mirrored, so it's CD both ways, because like you said, it does have the CD icon.
Okay.
Maybe it's meant to represent Castle Dracula, but no, it's definitely, I think, because Konami was like, hey, look, our game's on a CD now. Isn't that neat?
Check this shit out.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's 2 hard ups and a life up. Let's grab those. We're getting real juiced up, chat.
The juice.
Okay, fill all that out. All right, now to reverse Orlok quarters, which I think are called Deathwing's Lair in the reverse castle. That guy's gonna set me on fire.
Is
That
Deathwing in there?
did not hurt that. No, I don't actually think. I don't think that is a boss in that area. If I'm remembering rightly, I think that's just what they're called if you save there. I did mention this before, but okay, these guys are just gonna cockwalk the door, so die. So the game no longer does the transitions in the reverse castle where it like tells you what area you're entering, but if you save the game, it will have the name of the zone.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. So yeah, I think this is called like Deathwing's Lair or something, but I don't think there is a boss called Deathwing. I believe the boss we're about to come up to is called, according to my map, is Akmodin II.
The second? What happened to the first?
Probably defeated him in a previous Castlevania game. Or, I don't know, it might be like, maybe it's a mummy, so it's a reference to, like, either the classic, Universal Pictures horror mummies, or, some other, like, mummy stories. You know what horror trope we need to bring back? Mummies.
Which one?
But not like the Universal Pictures monster movie mummy. That actually reinvented what spooky horror mummies were. For some ungodly reason, the original like gothic horror mummies were usually beautiful women who would like come back as ghosts and try and steal your vital essence. Why? I don't fucking know. But like I said, ever since the Hammer horror style mummy, we don't do that anymore. Arguably, the actual like Mummy Dark Pictures universe reboot they tried to do was in that zone, but that movie was not good, so it didn't go anywhere.
I am always for beautiful women trying to steal my vital essence.
Also, hey, remember when these spikes were on the ceiling? Now they are on the floor.
That was the scariest mummy. Return the slab.
I mean, I've always been a big fan of the like 90s Mummy like soft reboot they did, Mummy and Mummy Returns, very fun action movies. There are some decisions in the original Mummy that are arguably what the kids these days call problematic, though it was set in like the 20s, so It's funny that he becomes much more straight up heroic in the second one, but I'm not actually sure Brendan Fraser's character in the original Mummy is supposed to be thought of as a good guy. Good guy. He's definitely like a pulp anti-hero.
Yeah, no, I thought I was even as a kid I thought he was kind of scoundrelly.
Yeah, he's kind of a scumbag, but I think the ultimate decision is that he's our scumbag. And then in the second movie, he's just straight up like secretly related to the the Magi and stuff, and is actually a good guy. But there's been like, oh God, how old is their kid supposed to be in the second movie? Like 9 or 10? He's definitely not a teenager yet. But yeah, no, there's been several years of character development involved. Okay, is there anything funny in this room? Yes, I do want to go up here, because this is the direction we go to get our last piece of getting my shit back from death. I can find the Alucard mail up here. I just have to try not to get fucking that.
Down you go. And stone.
Yeah.
I'm glad it waits till you actually land till you turn into stone. Otherwise, you might shatter.
I am still hit stunned, but yeah. Whoop. Take me in here. Really whiffing that fucking candelabra.
Oh, there it is.
There's the Alucard mail.
Is
So
it better?
let's see. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know when I picked up this dark armor that makes me impervious to evil attacks. So the Alucard armor is definitely better than my spike armor, but it is not better than my walk armor. Because I've covered a lot of the map, chat.
It's a lot of map.
Yeah. Like I said, we're at the we're a
map.
little shy of the 2-hour mark. We are mostly done, so we will be on track. We are got one. Yeah, one relic left, missing a couple of those things. Not sure where those are, but there might be some secret rooms I'm missing. But there's a boss in here, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna have the last relic. If not, I'm gonna have to start control F'ing. But I think we got it. Hey, upside down, buddy.
I'm not your buddy guy.
Doing some fucking advanced. Okay, there is some. Whoop. There it is. There's another.
Actually, Megan, do you have the Twilight of the Imperium book?
Yeah, I think. Oh, right, I forgot. These guys are. They
Whoa.
do this.
Okay, that's illegal and gross.
They are flying Zambos. And their lower halves are called Frankfurters. Why? Don't ask questions. Yeah, I got Twilight of the Imperium somewhere. I think I uploaded to my Google Drive. Oh, it's this guy. It's definitely not Cthulhu. I can probably. I may have linked it already before, but I can probably definitely find that to you later.
I'd appreciate that.
I mean, I might be down for some 14 later. I don't know. I might just try it. I say try to go to bed early, which I won't do. I won't actually fall asleep because I'm just fucking in shambles in that department, but I'll try. But I am a little tired today because I did get a haircut and then take a shower. And it's fucking cold, so it was a hot shower, so I'm a little sleepier than I would say usual, but I have been a little sleepy the past few days. But we'll see. I think I actually get some 14 stuff done. I unfortunately had to. Yeah, it's a heart refresh. I was gonna try and do some. Oh, I must have. Or is that just a bat that got confused? I was gonna say, did I level up my familiar enough to get multiple bats?
Can you get multiple bats?
You might. I think that might be a thing, but I don't know. That might just be an interaction with a normal bat, and then he just got confused. Okay. I was trying to do some dailies earlier, but I got, for the first time ever, the Pharos at Ritterana as my Alliance raid, and I was just like, no, I gotta stream in like an hour and a half and have to like finish dinner and get a haircut. I gotta go. I gotta take my I can't do any more 14 for 30 minutes and just get out of here, man. This is gonna take too long. Which is my bad for signing up for Alliance raids when I know I only had like an hour and a half, but also like with some, you know, to do several things, I should say. But like, to be fair, normally I expect like, you know, World of Darkness or, you know, Circus Tower or something, which those do only take like maybe 30 minutes tops. I think I just dropped down. Oh, I'm stuck
Nah,
on
anything outside the
that guy used to be the boss.
Karasuman. Anything outside like the Crystal Tower Alliance raids, I just feel there's a good chance we might wipe just somewhere.
Yeah.
So
No, it has definitely happened. I have, all right, I guess I can't become dog.
Orc.
This is a very narrow passage. Alright, well, let's see what this fucking guy's deal is. Yep, it is a mummy man.
Whoa, okay. Look at him throw that. Look at him throw hands.
Fucking, I have holy water. Why would I pick that up? Anyway, have fun with that.
You do have stink feet.
That it? That all you got? Is that actually all you got? Damn.
Turn to dust.
Not sure I'm doing these in the right order. But yes, that's
Boom!
Rib of Vlad. That means we all have all 5 Vlad pieces. So let's see what's in. That should be a max heart up. Alright. I should double check what my fucking. Or are those just, yeah, I'm not seeing those in the list. Those might be for either, playthrough as other characters or, they might be dummied out, my last couple relic slots, because I'm not seeing what goes in these slots in the list. Also, the rib gives me plus 10 con. Now that I have all 5 parts of my dad, I can go fight him.
Let's go.
So we must go to the centre of the castle. Make sure. Is the Dark Blade actually? It doesn't say it's Dark Element, so. I got the Alucard Shield, got the Dragon Hat, got the Walk Armor, got my Best Cloak, got my Moonstone. Nah, I think the Ring of the Pales is good, because that just gives me stat ups. The occasional dodge on the Talisman is cute, but I'd prefer to just be better.
Be better.
Yeah, no, when I turn into a bat with my Bat Familiar out, I just get an extra bat.
Ew.
Yep, no, it counts as an option too, so we just shoot 3. I guess he just... So this must be from leveling up the Bat Familiar, it's just that he... Or she, I don't know the bat's gender, just goes away when I switch back.
Just backed up off Scott, just, woo! I'm out.
Alright, what familiars do we have? Wow, Bat got level 20. Jesus, you have been power leveling, buddy. Even more so than my buddy Sword. Okay, probably because I beat so many bosses with him out. Let's... Because we're gonna try and wiggle our way back to a... boss man, aka Shaft and Dad. Let's get the fairy out unleveled, because I probably will want her to huck items at me for the final boss, because, you know, it's the final boss. We're at that stage where we no longer care about our elixirs and potions. Oh, there's a second crosser man here. Did the spikes come back? I think they did. Son of a bitch.
And the spikes came
Ow.
back.
And I got fucking... Because I have no iframes, I got fucking chain stunned into them by that ghost dancer. Let's see. I think we go... Yeah, we go up. Oops. Well, at least they're not instant death spikes. We go go straight up to the teleport room, and then we're probably gonna teleport to the whatchamacallit, the horse. I think it's the horse room. Is that one in the corner? And then we go back to the centre.
Oh, even your bat has its sword on its hip. Oh, the things I just realized.
Yeah, this will probably not be what is technically 200% completion to do both regular and inverted castle, but will be pretty thoroughly. I'm pretty sure we've beaten all the bosses. Yep, that's the correct one. Ow. Yeah, I need to get out of there because I knew that guy could shoot through walls. Take a detour, save. $618 HP. Oh, actually, no, I want to go to the bottom of that room. That's how I get to the Marble Gallery. Now we need to dodge many annoying things. Like that. Literally dodged. You're programmed to fucking run away from it. Yes, you are. Son of a bitch. Okay, my max hearts. 285. Yep. Oh, that's right. This place is like fucking long loop shaped. Got all this fucking money I don't need. Wee. Okay. And we're gonna have another wee moment. Oh, I tried to jump dodge that guy and I still got hit by him. Okay, I believe there is a save point up in this corner, so we'll be good. Get all juice and stuff. This one, so...
Oh, my back. My back. Hurt Eric. Gorgon.
More like, I'm Gorgon.
Get gone.
I'm Gorgimagon.
No.
Oh, I'm gonna save that one for later. When you least expect it, you're gonna run into a Medusa or Gorgon in a 10-gallon hat. Anyway, open the fuck up. I got shit to do, Dad. Big gong bong.
Oh,
My place for a second there? Okay, here we go. So let's see, I think that's the save room. I don't want to accidentally touch the elevator, so yeah. Alright, that's going to be another heart refresh. So we got 2 of those if we need to get our sub-weapon back. And this should be the last save room.
The last save room.
It's technically
The
real-
point of no return.
Yeah, kind of. I think technically the point of no return is when I... actually, no. I think I can even go up the elevator. I just can't enter the cube in the heart of the castle without getting into some boss fights.
Some boss fights?
You know, some phases.
Oh, we got phases.
I got some stuff to do. I'm just debating whether I want to keep the holy water or not, because I can just drop straight down from here and go all the way to the sub-weapon room.
Oh, that's good.
I think I should be fine with the holy water. If I die and I don't like it, I can always grab it again. Because we're, like I said, we're only crossing the 2 hours mark now, so we got time for a few attempts. Once again, back becomes required. It used to be you just fall down. Anyway, we got our fucking creepy cube thing. Our shape of
Return
Heatron.
to cube. Return to cube.
I thought all the corners were around it, but I guess not. Oh, cutscene. Shit. I was gonna try and cross around the other way.
All
Shaft.
hail the son of our master, stronger than the mightiest hunter.
So you are the one called Shaft?
Poor Yuri Lothal had to said that.
I am
Oh man,
You
him.
made Belmont Lord of the Castle. Why?
because we tire of these hunters and their holy power. If they would but turn on one another.
Then the strongest one among them would eliminate the rest. Belmont.
Yes. So I converted him, brought him here to lure the rest, to force them all to fight and die.
But you never planned for me. And now you fail.
And now you suck.
Ha! Your human soul as frail as his was. You'll take his place. I'll tear that soul apart.
Looking at me, bro.
I think he's about to. Oh, he's in the orb now!
He's got a lot of orbs. Shit. Now, does that fire count as fire damage? Let's find out. Yeah, not when he throws balls at me, it doesn't count, but when he shoots fire. Oh, shit. He's also gonna shoot lightning. Okay. Alright, it's my bad. You know, I thought we were gonna fuck around. We were gonna have a little fun. Okay, yeah, the holy water, by the way, not good for this boss fight. I don't know how tough he is, though. Okay, it does heal me. Good. We can get some HP back that way. Like, I don't know how many hits he's gonna take, but yeah, the holy water's not good for this matchup. But I figured out what comes after. It only does 1 damage, but I don't think there's much we can do about that. Besides me fucking hot swapping which circlet I'm wearing.
Probably not best to do in,
Yeah, no,
Oh.
he didn't have a lot of HP.
Okay. No!
Your beloved darkness awaits you. Dwell there for all eternity.
Ha! I die victorious. Count Dracula rises even now. Let him purge the world in flames.
Hey, ooh-ah isn't in the subtitles.
Ooh-ah. Oh. Dark now.
Father,
Well met, my son. It's been a long time.
He already comes pre-equipped with a throne.
Yes.
I can't allow you to leave here, Father.
I can't allow you to leave the
Do you
throne
still
zone.
Side with humanity?
The throne zone.
Have you
No.
forgotten what they did to your mother?
You think I would forget such a...
That's
No,
illegal.
but neither do I seek revenge against them.
Enough of your nonsense. Away with your humanity. Stand with me.
You're not my
as
real
prince
dad.
Of all the world.
You
Oh God,
will
is
never
it?
touch this
We're leaving the throne zone. What the fuck?
In Mother's name.
Oh,
I
we're
swear.
doing this now, Lucky. This is what we're doing. Get a load
Oh,
of this
what the
fucking shit.
What the fuck?
It's final boss mode Dracula. He's even freakier than before. Also, I'm
How can
really
you just sit so
fucking
calmly
bad.
on the?
Shit. He killed that guy. She's going to the background.
Oh my God, you're a wall now.
Whoa, fuck. Nope, did not
Oh,
dodge that one
Jesus.
good. This might be. Hey, Fairy, anytime you want to start popping healing items. Shit. Okay, now we're just going crazy. This is great. I love this. So the hands
Probably
are hitboxes and the faces are hitboxes. Ow, fuck.
Probably should put some more time in have leveling fairy.
Thank you. I think she's just waiting for my critical HP frames. Boy, I'm not good at dodging those hands. I will catch these hands.
Catch him with your face.
I got a plan.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's very true, Loth. I kind of had that thought too. I didn't say anything though.
It's big backdashes. I can't look at chat right now. I'm fighting fucking Dracula. And he's got 3 xenomorph faces and 2 giant hands.
Also, there's a woman in the like just sprouting out with her own set of wings.
Oh yeah. Was that always there, or did that happen when he absorbed the succubus soul? Ow, fuck.
Absorb the succubus soul.
Yeah, you didn't see that bit earlier? He summoned succubus in his arms and smooshed her in blood. Now he's gonna do slow
no.
growth.
Oh, okay.
And now he's gonna do his big shooty attack. And basically, I'm gonna hide in this corner. If he shoots in this corner, I'm gonna fucking backdash out of here. Shit. Oh, is she gonna? Thank you. Fucking fuck box though. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Nope, not enough potion fast enough. Well, wait. Do I have a revive item? I do. Shit, thanks. Fucking full heal. Let's go, fairy. Woo! I'm gonna have to do that again and get something better than the holy water. Yeah, the holy water's not good for this fight. If I do have to redo it, I'll probably do cross. Grab Medusa. Yes.
I'm trying to see if more adds, but I'm not sure if I'm.
No, I think he must have always been that way. Alright, can I do that thing again? I think what I usually do in this fight is especially because I don't think my shield is good for anything. I'm pretty sure I grab all my damage all attacks and just fucking go ape shit. So let's throw a couple of those out.
I was just like 100, just.
Also, did you catch that before I went into the pause menu? I think that Xenomorph head made the fucking, like, stock Jaguar "Rawr" sound.
I can see that, yes, probably.
Face yourself, Dad.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, I have to deal with the fucking bullshit hitboxing. Ow. Just figure where he shoots first. It's not worth nearly as much as I thought it would be. What else we got? Flame boomerang? Sure, we got 2 of those. They're not really that good.
TNT! Magic! Look at all that magic missile.
Yeah, I got 2 TNTs. Fairy, am I out of healing items? Is that our problem? I could have sworn I got
You have ice cream?
several more potions. I got 2 life apples. And 5 pot roasts, baby. Yeah, I stumbled into a fucking hitbox. He's gonna give me another life. I think those are the life apples, which is good, because in case you guys can't tell, the hitboxes on this Drac fucking suck. It's not great, because his hands count and his faces count, so there's not a lot of room. Actually, I might be able to miss-dodge the triangles. What the fuck am I looking for? Where are the magic missiles?
This really is 97's game design. Sorting? What is that?
I think I wasted several of those. Like that. He guards the damage, but I can't dodge that way. Bye, Cerberus.
Go back to the abyss. Trouble the soul of my mother no more.
How could I have lost?
Because I used several full heal items.
Your soul. You'll never
Also
win
that.
without them.
How poetic. So, I tragically sacrificed all I held dear in a search for power, did I?
Did you not?
Tell me. What?
God, I'm just thinking about the
What were
Castlevania
Lisa's
series
last
where
words?
Dracula and Alucard are fighting. It's all like,
Do not
my
hate
God,
humans.
I'm killing our baby boy.
Cannot live with them.
Just
Then
has
at
that
least do them
moment.
no
Yeah.
harm,
Oh, that was so good.
for theirs is already a hard lot.
Text scrolled by very fast
She
on that, by
also
the way.
said that she would love you for eternity.
Lisa, forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Bye, giant chair dragon dad. I do like that Alucard starts doing the animation to fucking leave first.
Oh god, this almost looks AI generated just because of the way the fucking.
Get fucked. Get out of here, Castlevania. Some of that almost looks like it's hand drawn, not 3D.
Some of it,
I wonder if they rotoscoped some of it.
maybe.
Anyway, bye. That's it. The castle's gone.
Ah, I got sucked up to something.
So you made it.
Alucard, you're all right.
So you had to fight your own father? It's my
Those sprites look very weird on
Yeah,
that
I know. I've
background.
mentioned that
Wouldn't be
before.
here.
Richter's sprite and his
Not so.
portrait don't match up
I
at
had
all in
my
this
own
version.
reasons to face him. Still, it couldn't have been easy. It wasn't.
I like how Alucard's cape continues to flap in the
only
wind and
thing
everyone else is just
necessary
stock
for
still.
evil to
Yeah.
triumph is for good men to do nothing.
So what now, Alucard?
The blood
Those
in my
portraits
veins
probably
is
looked a lot
cursed.
better when it was like
It's best for
480
the
fucking
world if I
p.
disappear.
Well, and I think that
Now and
in the
forever.
original PlayStation
I
version,
see.
Richter's portrait was like his
Farewell, then.
original character art,
We'll
headband, short
not
hair.
meet again.
Alucard,
But there was a PSP
Well,
remake
are
in
you
there
going
somewhere.
after him or not?
no, he's right. It's best this way. There's no way I could ever ease his pain. Maybe someday we will meet again. Who knows?
Maybe.
Let's go. Everyone's waiting for us.
Yes.
And I believe
get
if you
outta
get
here.
Super Mega Ultra Completion, or you might have to do one of the alternate modes, but Maria will chase after Alucard. But that requires all the maximum effort. Did he backdash out of there? Actually, I don't think so, but close. There you go, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, everybody. Now, let me actually see who all the... Okay, so we're going to show the original Japanese actors. Doesn't say what roles they were. I hope Norio Wakamoto was Drac. But yeah, that was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. as you can see when I brought it up while we were playing Hollow Knight, despite being a arguably kind of fucking batshit like game design, there's a castle and then there's the reverse of the castle. And there's plenty of items to discover. It's a lot more compact than some other games that are more Metroidvania-esque. And while it does have plenty of 90s bullshit, and once again, remember that that's technically this we just got is the good ending. We could have got the bad ending if we didn't explore all the corners of the castle to find the double secret rooms and have all those conversations with Maria. Okay, he just turned back. But he does have his little, like, after images, so it looked like a backdash, I bet. And just look at that. Just one CG artist.
Damn. Way to go, Kenichiro Imaizumi.
Scenario was written by Iga and Toshihiro Furukawa. Let's see, how many sound staffers? Yeah, so just one on the sound effects and music designs, on the programming, and then the one mixing artist. So wow. 3 sound techs. Oh, there's literal electric guitar in this. Nice. That's literally it. They got a real vocalist and they got 2 real electric guitars. The bad ending is you kill Richter because you don't know that Shaft's behind it. And then I'm pretty sure Alucard will be like, alas, I will never unpack the mystery of why that happened. Oh no. And the game is like, you should fucking try again. Kojima for character design and illustration. Special thanks.
Shigeru Fukutake. Takashi Tataishi. Yutaka Haruki. Haruhiko Inaba. Junichi Murakami. Who the fuck is Masa Herd?
Yeah, that was the one that got me. I'm like, did we forget a letter? Or is that... I mean, back in the 80s and 90s, lots of video game designers, like, would do aliases like that. Like Mr. Y
Sure.
Matt. But some of them also, you know, in there. I also like the difference here. There's Hideaki Sugiya and then Hideki Kasai.
Yeah.
Coming. RMC Shop. Cooperation with Arts Vision, Aoni Production. 81 Produce. Stigma 7. Solid names for studios. Executive producer.
Kazumi Kitawa.
Had a couple of glitches there.
1997 Konami. All rights reserved.
What's the T? Konami Computer Entertainment Technology?
Probably. I'm gonna be real. 90s like putting the word technology on a lot of their shit, and 80s.
Computer Entertainment is also, because that's Sony's video game wing as well. That was very popular. All right. Do you have a second credits? Nope. Straight back to title screen.
Let's
I
go.
believe that if I were to go on here, it will be... Yeah, now it shows clear. Woo! Yes, only... well, I did better than my last playthrough. I was 1 level lower. I was 189% and did it in 8.5 hours as opposed to 10 hours.
Alrighty.
But yeah, there you go. Sorry it's a shorter stream, but that's how long it took to beat the game. So yeah, that is Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Just because I don't think they're different enough, I'm not going to try and do the runs where you play as Maria or Richter. I've never really done that before because you need to like either beat the game or enter certain names when you start a new file. So, like, I don't really know how their, like, different mechanics work or anything. And it's mostly... Oh, hey, it says right there on the screen. If you start a new game, you can enter the phrase Maria to start that way. Thanks for giving me those secrets, game. But, yeah, I think the game itself is not that different, so it's not really worth redoing. So I guess the only thing to do to wrap up is figure out when we're gonna do what we do next. So Alan Wake 2 comes out tomorrow, I believe. Do we want to get started on that this Thursday?
Yeah, we can get started on this Thursday.
Okay.
We'll do that for our bonus streams this year. I don't know if I'll be able to get off early this week, but maybe next week.
We'll figure out
We'll
the
see.
timing and stuff as we go, yeah.
Yeah.
So that means then that if that's going to be in our bonus slot, that means next Monday we will be starting Final Fantasy VII Remake. That will take us a while. I'm pretty sure that's like a 40-hour game on average, as opposed to this, which, like I said, I managed to, in a very robust, not a speedrun time, but a very robust 8.5 hours. I was guided by a map most of the time, and I've beaten this game like 3 times, so, you know. That's why I wanted to do it, because it was timely and appropriate, and also I could actually do it in 3 settings.
That is important.
So, very solid game. I'm very fond of Symphony of the Night. You know, and you can see a lot of success. Lucky, I know you talked about how it very much resembled Bloodstained, which is obviously intentional to Bloodstained.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully we can, you know, get in there. But yeah, it's a very solid game. I like it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. And we'll be back there for more. It means I gotta start working on a thumbnail. Hopefully Lucky can get me that, a Sephiroth hair terabit.
Don't worry, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll figure out the facing and stuff. And make sure to tune in tomorrow for Fail Betrayal. Hopefully at an earlier time, because I don't have to rush out a Wanted. So we can get you a little more of a fleshed out episode before we have to move on to anything else. And this Wednesday, make sure to tune into Final Fantasy XIV, because we will be finishing up the Omega Raid series for Stormblood, and then probably do the Four Lords Trials. Just get them out of the way, because I haven't done them yet. I don't necessarily need to do those on stream, but just haven't got them done anyway, and but might as well get them done before I just jump straight into Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
I had to pause, by the way, for a second, because I was like, wait, am I saying the right X-Pac name?
No, that's always
we
a
always
struggle.
have this problem. It's gonna be so bad when Dawn Trail comes out and we're doing Dawn Trail content and we're just like fucking it up. Dawnbringers, Shadow Trail, Dawn Walker. Many, many new fuck-ups will be had. And like we just said, on Thursday, tune in for Alan Wake 2 to complete the spookening. Both also said Dawn Walker. All right. Well, it's early. There's no point in prolonging the stream, so thank you so much, everybody, who tuned in. There's only 3 vids. I don't think I'll turn it into a playlist. But make sure to check them out. Don't forget that Mailbag is already posted for this week. It was posted the moment the last one finished, but, you know, I like to remind people it's out there. And, yeah, we'll catch you on the flip. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Have a good
Don't forget to
evening.
like, comment, and subscribe. Have a good night. It's not a terrible night for a curse.